What's good, Bakersfield? It's your boy, Mr. Cali from Lava Room ENT and RareBreed Productions. Myself, alongside Johnny Words Right, have been filming and shooting this promo video the whole month of January for our event, the Lyricist Hour, February 7th. We have Raric versus Supervillain Almighty. We have interviews with MCs, interviews with people who know these artists. We have interviews from the artists and battlers themselves. We couldn't get a hold of Supervillain Almighty due to work scheduling really didn't work out, so we couldn't get a hold of him and do an interview. But we have amazing footage. This is gonna be an amazing battle. This is gonna be a sweet event. We got it. RareBreed Productions, Bakersfield, California. We coming. The Lyricist Hour, February 7th. Woo!
What up? It's Raric, and I'm here to speak with the homie Mr. Cali about the upcoming event, the Lyricist Hour at the Gate, February 7th. So what's up?
How long have we been battling for, man?
I've been battle rapping for about, I think, 2 years now. I started out freestyle battling because there were no written battles organized in Bakersfield at the time. Yeah, I started out doing freestyle battles, and I always wanted to do written battles, but there was no forum for me to do it in Bakersfield at the time. But then they started booking me at Jerry's for the written battles, and I started establishing a name for myself as K Crunch. Now hopefully I can establish a name for myself as Raric, because I've come to find that K Crunch is a kind of a corny ass name, so I've thrown that away and adopted a better name.
Raric versus Supervillain Almighty. I've seen Raric battle plenty of times. You know, I battled him I think 8 times, maybe even more. But he's definitely half and half. One day, you know, the battle he'll have, you know, he'll be okay, and the next battle he'll be really great. So I've heard him battle plenty of times. Supervillain Almighty, I've seen him battle once. I think he really got it. It was pretty cool. His bars were there. Just needs a little bit more energy. And so, I mean, from what I've seen, I can't really give anything to Supervillain. Maybe he'll have like a couple round, 1 round or so, but
How do you prepare yourself for a battle?
I sit by myself in a room and I try to think of basically anything that would get a reaction out of me. Anything that if I heard myself, if I heard anyone else say, I would say, wow, that's clever, wow, that's impressive. And I try to use references that have never been used before, say things that are original, you know, don't copy anybody else's bars. I've battled people who actually used other battle rappers' bars against me before. Decipher, you fuck.
Raric and Supervillain Almighty. Now, Raric is he's a hungry cat. He actually, his last battle, he had lost. So I expect him to, you know, be coming in with a vengeance, ready to fucking take heads off. And Supervillain Almighty, I'm not that familiar with him, to be perfectly honest. I do understand that he does have some experience battling. I could be wrong. Like I said, you know, I really don't know the dude. I think I met him one time. He seems like a real cool cat too. Yeah, but it should be cool.
What do you think about your opponent's recent battles?
My opponent's recent battles, I watched 2 of his battles, and in both of the battles I watched, he choked, and he didn't do very well, but maybe he has other battles out that I haven't watched where he did better. But I watched one KOTD GZ battle he did where he was having a really hard time. It was against someone who recently died. What's the name of this battle rapper? I think his name was Young B the Future. I watched his battle with Young B the Future, and Young B the Future did go over his time limit, but it still was very lopsided because Supervillain Almighty didn't have his material memorized, and it was obvious. And I watched another battle, an older battle of his from the Jungle era, and it was a one-off, a 1-round battle, and he choked in that battle too. So I hope that he doesn't choke against me. And I hope I don't choke against him, but I don't really think that's gonna happen. I've choked one time. In written battling, my record is 4 wins and 2 losses. Actually, it's 5 wins and 2 losses, but 4 wins, 2 losses on camera.
Super villain almighty.
Raric now, Raric, he's come a long way. Like, I've seen Raric versus Johnny Words Right on video. I've never seen personally. That was a pretty good one. Raric I've seen choke, but Raric I've seen win. Raric I've seen lose. Raric, he's come a long way, man. He's pretty good. He's very, very good. What he has against Supervillain Almighty, I don't know. It's a surprise. I mean, the cash prize is $200, man. It's like he said in his own promo video, there's a lot you can save for $200. You know, you gotta get that W. What kind of battle do you plan to bring February 7th?
What kind of battle do I plan to bring? The one that I should have brought in my last battle. I should have brought a much more aggressive attitude, more confident. You know, I allowed myself to become uncomfortable in my battle with AFTA. And I'm glad that I had the opportunity to battle him. I'm glad that happened the way it did, because it made me realize what my weaknesses were. And I've tried to build on that. And I think the material I've composed is far superior to the material I had against AFTA. And I'm confident that I will beat Supervillain Almighty and get that $200.
Raric, I've battled him a couple times, maybe 2 or 3 times, and I've seen him battle in action, and he definitely has good presence and good lyrics. And I think I've only seen Supervillain Almighty battle once. That was on King of the Dot, and he did pretty good. So he had bars too. So I've seen him all, pretty much.
What made you want to do a promo and like take shots at Supervillain?
Well, because I do that with every single battle I have. Every single one. I do a little promo to get people to actually care about the battle. You know, nobody wants to see a friendly battle. Nobody wants to see 2 people who are friends or acquaintances battle, because there's nothing exciting about that. And bars are great. Everybody loves good bars. But personal attacks along with bars usually are a better thing in a battle, in my opinion.
Raric. It's funny calling it. I'm gonna be honest. It's crazy calling him Raric because I'm used to calling him Crunch, but yeah, that's his name now, Raric. He has completely reinvented himself, which he's an intense dude when he gets in the fucking ring, man. He's a solid battle MC, straight up. Supervillain Almighty, shit. Like I said, you know, I really can't say too much about him because I'm not too familiar with his work. But you know, that's a plus for me as a fan, because this is gonna be my first time experiencing, like, you know, what he has to bring to the table, so that should be dope.
So you already pretty much answered this question. Honestly, do you think you can take your opponent?
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Unless he writes or has written some incredibly clever material. Stuff that is on a level above the stuff that AFTA came at me with, because I'm basing this battle on my last battle with AFTA, and I took some notes, you know what I mean? Because AFTA's a seasoned vet, and I went after the best, I got the best, and I lost. And I learned from that whole experience, so unless he brings material that is up to par with what AFTA brought, I don't see him.
Last question. If you could battle anyone in Bakersfield, what battle scene would you?
Now? I could battle anyone in Bakersfield now, because I got the main one I wanted. Well, let me think about this for a second. If I could battle anyone in Bakersfield, I think I'd have to pick. Damn, that's a hard question because I don't know. I've battled everybody, but it would never happen. And I'm friends with this man, but I would like to battle Riddy K. He's a very cool guy. I have no problems with him, but he, in my opinion, is making the best music in Bakersfield right now. He's a very, very talented individual, and I like a challenge. He's a cool person, but because he's the best at what he does in Bakersfield, in my opinion, I'd like to battle him. But that's not his, forte. He makes music, so I don't see that ever happening.
All right, Raric, that wraps up the battle, the interview and stuff. Any last words?
Lyricist Hour, February 7th. The Gate. Just show up. You're gonna want to see this shit. Raric versus Supervillain Almighty. Whoa, that said that all fucked up. Raric versus Supervillain Almighty. See, emphasis is going down for $200. Am I gonna take his head off? Most likely. But I can't make any promises. I thought I was gonna take off, my last opponent's head, and I got beat. So anything can happen. If you want to see the results or the whole process itself, just show up to the game. Or you can win a fucking TV. You don't want to fucking miss out on a TV. Are you fucking stupid?